Welcome to Northern Ireland for round 3 of the 2015 European Rally Championship. Come with us as we take a closer look inside this classic Easter event, one of the oldest rallies on the planet. And here at its base in the Titanic Quarter of Belfast, legendary French rally driver Jean-Pierre Nicolas welcomes us to the event.
Nous sommes à Belfast. Sur la plateforme où a été construit.
Well, here we are, he says, in the Titanic Quarter of Belfast. This is the slipway where the Titanic was built in 1911, and this is where Rally HQ is. Just in front of the Titanic Museum, dedicated to the history of the Titanic. We can see behind us this splendid monument. The rally is unique. The rally organised around Belfast, 80 kilometres around the city in the Northern Ireland countryside. Small twisty roads, he says, with lots of intersections, gravel, mud, lots of damp. A lot of verticals. Verticals means roads with plenty of jumps and dips. It's really difficult for a driver because you can't read the road like you can do in southern Europe, for instance in France or Spain or Portugal. Drivers and the co-drivers have been working very hard in the recce because the key here will be precise pace notes. Titanic Museum was opened in time for the centenary of the maritime disaster in April 2012, and it's one of Belfast's major tourist attractions, full of exciting and interesting exhibits and artifacts about this huge engineering endeavour and its ultimately tragic finale. Well, the first leg of the event, 8 stages run in 2 loops, 87 competitive kilometres and 2 runs through Hamilton's Folly, the longest test of the day.
You know, as a kid, I'm buttering the sandwiches and getting the ham ready and filling my flask and getting ready for enjoyment. Okay, here I have enjoyment and pleasure when I'm driving the car, but there's so much anxiety and stress that goes with it because I have to perform and I have to do the best job that I can. So don't get me wrong, I'm still going to have a hell of a fun when I'm out there. But yeah, a little bit of nerves now, especially being at home as well. It's all a bit strange, but looking forward to it. I've got so many heroes in the sport. My biggest hero was Frank Marr, a guy who was from my local region, and he won the event in 1992. And I would do anything to try and win it myself. I'd really do anything to try and win it myself.
Let's see what that all boils down to as we ride on board with Craig Breen and co-driver Scott Martin as they tackle the legendary Hamilton's Folly stage. It's very fast, very bumpy, and very narrow. Back at Titanic Belfast, a 30-minute service break, time for the teams to make repairs. And despite the large international entry, this Circuit of Ireland is being dominated by two Irishmen, Craig Breen and Robert Barrable, with championship leader Kajtaj Kajtanovic not far behind them, a strong third. The battle is intense. Robert Barrable is just a second behind Craig Breen. He knows he has a chance to take the lead on the second pass through Hamilton's Folly.
3 left, 80. 4 right, and crest. 3 right plus 120. And 2 left, don't cut. 40, square left. And 4 right. 80. 4 left minus, mud on exit. 60. 6 right, 60. 6 right, 60, and right over crest, 120. Five left, 40. Left over crest, 40, narrow, 3 left. 140. Middle over, jump, 120. Turn 1 right, 100. 6 right over crest, 80. 6 right over crest, light, right over crest, 60. Middle over crest, slow in 80, down to 1 right. 40. Left over crest and jump, 60. 5 left through the dip, 100. 2 right plus.
After the first day's action, just 1.5 seconds cover the top two. And although the rally's one of the oldest, the scenery is much more ancient, like these monastic ruins and Inch Abbey, founded in the 12th century. It was a Cistercian abbey on the shores of Strangford Lough. There's this giant statue of the patron saint of Ireland, St Patrick, on a hill overlooking the villages of Saul and Raholp, where he returned to the country in the 5th century. The battle for the lead continues, and we'll catch up with the exciting ERC Juniors on the Circuit of Ireland. Spectators following the Circuit of Ireland will see this 12th century Downpatrick Cathedral, one of the most stunning Gothic cathedrals in the entire British Isles. There's Saul Church, and nearby Hillsborough Castle, which was built in the 1770s by Wills Hill, 1st Marquis of Downshire. Today it's a royal palace, working as the official residence of the royal family when they're in Northern Ireland, and has 98 acres of beautiful gardens.
The perfect roads, the tricky roads, and a lot of jumps, yeah, like this.
Hi, I'm Chris Ingram, driver for Peugeot UK in the Junior ERC. I'm going to tell you about our tyre options for the Circuit of Ireland Rally. There's 2 options we can use. There's the 21 and the 11, medium and the soft compounds. And I've got quite a lot of experience on dry tarmac, so I'm going to go for the 21 today, the medium compound. If it's rainy, cold or wet, then definitely best off to use the Michelin 11. Whereas if it gets sunny and dry, then the 21 Michelin is definitely the best option. We used the softer compound today, and the weather was getting warmer, the road's drier, and I felt it was a bit too soft. The tyre moves way too much when it gets warmer, whereas the 21 can last a lot longer, medium compound. It's quite difficult to heat up 21 when the weather's quite cold, but we're going to do our best and make sure it's alive for the stage.
Tyre choice was vital and confidence inspiring for the Circuit of Ireland. Even though he's used to this kind of surface, British Junior Rally champion Fergus Greensmith made a mistake every day.
We went into a tight corner a bit too quickly, and we understood a little while, and I dabbed the handbrake to try and bring the rear around, but we caught the post and it pushed the wishbone back to a point where I couldn't take the tyre off to fix the wishbone, so we had to use the jack to press it out, and then by the time we managed to get the wishbone in the back of place, we'd gone over the time limit, so we couldn't rejoin.
Line to right.
Next day, Fergus restarts, but his rally ends off the road again. A difficult start for his first event in the Junior ERC. The first leg was pretty costly for some teams. Julius Tannert was able to get to the finish, but with a badly damaged car.
In the right-hand corner, we were a bit wide and touched some small trees, and yeah, we are happy to be here. Lost, unfortunately, 40 seconds, but yeah, now we have the service. We will prepare the car, and then the rally goes on.
No time to lose for the team. For co-driver Jennifer Thielen, time to relax after what was a pretty big moment. I was really nervous, but I can't do anything. I just try and keep Julius calm.
Keine Panik, alles gut.
We saw right away that the car was still working, so I said, pop, 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 come on, we've got to finish, got to finish. Unfortunately, they didn't finish the rally after another crash in leg 2, hitting a telegraph pole and smashing the radiator. Some of the juniors faced mechanical problems as well. This is Matthias Adielson's Peugeot 208. At the start of leg 1, it didn't want to go.
There is maybe a ghost in the car sometimes. It was 3, 2, 1 and start. On the first stage, it starts to misfire exactly from the start point. So we had a misfire during the whole stage, lost a lot of time. Inside here, it was a connector, a cable, a wire coming from the ignition, and it was broken, so it was loose, and we had no connection to the 4-cylinder. So that's a problem. Easy one, but big danger for the car.
Florin Tinescu's Peugeot 208 as it came to the end of stage 12. Fire in the brakes. The Romanian had to stop on the road and use the extinguisher to make it back to the service park safely.
Liquid on the brake, on the disc, and his fire. We stopped this, and now it's okay. We repair this, and we'll go for the last loop.
Things went a little better for the top 3. Manchester's Chris Ingram finished in 3rd place in his Peugeot, and the podium means he's 2nd in the championship, battling for the title.
And Max to right. Max to right and crest.
But it wasn't possible to beat the Opel Motorsport team this weekend. After a practice event the week before, the 2 Opels were on top in the junior class. Marian Griebel won 4 stages and finished 2nd overall. But it was a stunning performance for Emil Bergqvist on the Circuit of Ireland. The Swede won his 2nd victory in a row. Sure that we'll be looking out for him on all surfaces after he won in the snow of Latvia and now on the bumpy tarmac of Ulster. After winning the Opel Adam Cup in Germany last year, Bergqvist is definitely a title favourite for the 2015 Junior ERC. He has the points lead over Ingram, with the Norwegian Rukland lying in 3rd. Well, the lanes around Northern Ireland are very scenic, but they can be very unforgiving. Stay with us as the battle for the win between Barrable and Breen continues to boil. Early morning in the service park, the Titanic Quarter of Belfast. Day 2 of the Circuit of Ireland, and after a wet first day, drying conditions are making tyre choice difficult. And as the lanes dry, the pace will only become more furious. Day 2, a long day, 10 stages, 128 fast, bumpy kilometres, including McGaffin's Corner, 2 runs through the longest of the event. Second overnight, Robert Barrable's on a mission in stage 12.
3 left, cross over crest, damp. 45 right. 80. It's all damp through here, 80. Left into 5 right. Sorry, left into 4 right minus. And the 3 left over crest, tidy. 60. 3 right into 3 left, damp. And the 5 right. 40. Left into 1 left junction. And 1 right. 60. 3 right plus. Into left over crest. Into 2 left. 80. 5 left over crest. 100 down. Shiny. 1 right at the bottom. 40 over crest. 3 left plus.
Yeah. Well, we're leading by 2.1 seconds. We were 3 seconds quicker than Craig over the morning loop, which is 60 odd K, so I think it's going to be a nail-biting finish.
Nothing can stand in my way today. I just want this so bad. I put everything in my heart and soul to try and win this rally, so I really want it.
The nerves are jangling, the battle is intense. Last-minute support from Craig's family before he heads out to do battle for the Circuit of Ireland, and for Robert Barrable, just as much support. These guys are 2 of the young stars of Irish rallying, but one of Ireland's big names at the moment is hooker Rory Best, part of this year's Six Nations winning team. He enjoyed passenger rides through the stages, finding out what rallying's like firsthand.
We've always just been rugby, but obviously the Circuit of Ireland comes around sort of very close to where I've lived and where I've grown up, and as a young kid we had sort of went and watched the cars flying by, and you know, any time it's on TV, you know, I love cars, and it's just a great sport, an unbelievable experience. You know, I think you very quickly forget how uncomfortable the seat is when you're flying around corners, and just the skill level. You know, 1 lapse of concentration, the rugby pitch, we drop the ball, we just start again. You know, 1 lapse here, and you're over a hedge, and you're out of the rally, and you know, that's the difference. You have to keep your wits about you, and mentally as much as physically as well. It can be, I'm sure it's very, very tiring.
Tiring or not, with just 1.1 seconds between the leaders, Barrable and Breen are both pushing as hard as they dare. At this point, Robert Barrable leads the rally
4 right.
until stage 16.
80, crest and 1 left, keep in at sign, mud. Small crest at 80. And 6 right. Into 5 left, continues. 40, 1 left, 2 right. 1 left, 2 right.
Tanovich, but he has no time to enjoy the moment, because for Breen, it all nearly goes badly wrong. Somehow he avoids planting the Peugeot in the ditch. He's lucky to be able to continue. He stalls it twice before he's on his way. As he comes to the end of the final stage, has he lost too much time? Ireland, Kaitanovic the first to congratulate him.
He's been told he put one up and he believes it. That's it. Great. Don't cry. Scott's about to come and tell him. Guys, the have to come and tell him that he's just got his leg in a while. By how much? I think by 6. Apparently he's had a nerve issue.
I've wanted to win this rally since my childhood hero, Frank Marr, 1992. And I really can't believe that I'm here now. I really, really can't believe this means more to me than anything in the world.
The Colin McRae Flat-Out Trophy is awarded to the driver who best embodies the spirit of the late World Rally Champion. And in Belfast, it's Colin McRae's daughter, Holly, who's on hand to present the trophy to John Armstrong.
John, what a performance. You have really impressed the member of the jury of the Colin McRae Trophy. 30 seconds at the end of the first leg, it is fantastic.
I'm very happy to win this award. It means a lot to me. Colin was a great role model of mine. I always looked up to him as a youngster, wanting to achieve what he achieved. So I'm very, very pleased to win this award.
He didn't finish the event, but John Armstrong's fast day one was thoroughly enjoyed and recognised. Northern Ireland may be beautiful, but these fast Circuit of Ireland stages can be cruel.
I didn't see it. You don't need to see, you need to listen.
Craig Breen, with victory in Ireland, takes the lead of the European Rally Championship by only 3 points from Poland's Kaitanovic, who led coming to Ireland. The battle for the championship is well alive, with the season only 3 events old. And Craig Breen adds his name to the list of Irish legends who have won the circuit. Like his boyhood hero, he stands on the podium, victorious in the Circuit of Ireland. And that's it for the circuit. Next time out is the Rally of the Azores in 2 months. We'll see you then.